that is unfortunately Australian.
Okay, does the UK and Australia have beef? Like, what's going on? Because y'all both sound the same to me. Whoa, don't shoot me.
No thank you, I will stick with my Premiere Pro, which induces anger issues every time I accidentally move a panel and it just vanishes to the—
Oh my god. Bro, I literally have to save and I have to close the program. Dude, I start to freak out, bro. First time this ever happened to me, I just deleted the video, bro. I crashed out. I'm not gonna lie. I crashed out. I just deleted the video, bro.
But this increase in attention did not come without its fair share of controversy. Its most prominent being the Ava Chris Tyson video, where he talked about how they would be a big problem for Mr. Beast in the future.
But low-key, he wasn't wrong, though. You know, like, low-key, he wasn't wrong, though. Like, he might have made the video for the wrong reasons, but low-key, he wasn't wrong, though.
Racist against rappers, they all look the same to him. They used to beg him not to egg him on Halloween. You told him holler back with the suede Pumas, dollar green. Nah, I mean, heat it up till the temperature tarball. Y'all just gawk like gargoyle.
I'm not gonna lie, man, this video is kind of like perfect timing. Well, not really perfect timing. It's more like kind of like a crazy coincidence, because literally last week, I think I literally— was it last week? Hold on, let me check. What? It's been that long? I could have sworn I had just— well, I guess I was tweaked out. I thought I just reacted to another SunnyV2 video last week. But nah, literally last week I was asking myself, what happened to SunnyV2? And I checked his channel and he hadn't uploaded in a while. And I was thinking, dang, like, where'd he go? And then this man right here, Royalty is Here, dropped a video saying what happened to SunnyV2. So I guess something happened to bro. I don't know nothing about this guy other than the videos that he makes. But also I do like Royalty is Here, man. I watch some of his videos in my free time. So let's go.
So SunnyV2, someone most people know. If not, I don't know which rock in the Dune universe you've been under, but SunnyV2 is a content creator that is unfortunately Australian.
Does the UK and Australia have beef? Like, what's going on? Because y'all both sound the same to me. Whoa, don't shoot me. Don't stab me. Shout out to my UK viewers, though. Let me stop. I think I got like 3 viewers in UK. Let me chill.
That makes short documentary style videos about certain subjects, and someone that has had a huge impact on YouTube as a whole. I personally like to call it the sunnification of YouTube, where many other content creators like—
yeah, they started doing the kind of like the drawn photorealistic thumbnails and stuff.
Internet Anarchist, who must have had some form of telepathy at some point, because I was going to make a video and then discovered he had made a video on the same topic with the same things I was going to say. I swear he has a keylogger on my PC, and I know who you used to be, Anarchist. You used to be a TF2 degen. But anyway.
Hey, yo, hold on, pause. Leave TF2 alone. Leave TF... And nah, but for real, there was some freaks on TF2. I'm not gonna lie. But that sounds like a skill issue, Royalty. Not gonna hold you. Get better.
No hard feelings. But SunnyV2's editing style, thumbnails, sometimes even his tone of voice, and those white particles he used to use in his videos, have inspired a lot of other content creators here on YouTube, and some others have just straight up replicated it. There's even a tutorial to edit like SunnyV2. His videos—
that's crazy work. That's it. How to edit like SunnyV2 is crazy.
have gone to the point where people that aren't involved with every drama or controversy or the inner web of YouTube in general— I'm refraining from using the word normie, but they all tune in to see what topic he'll cover next, leading to many of his videos getting a lot of attention.
He's really good at like bringing niche internet drama to the mainstream.
There's many reasons why Sunny saw this success from his content. It could have been down to the specific topics he covered, some being viewed as niche, or his captivating editing style, or producing these seemingly high quality videos every week, or all of the above. But I imagine it must be absolute torture using Adobe After Effects to make his videos. Every time I use it, I feel like I'm driving a car with an unborn fetus as a steering wheel.
I have Adobe After Effects, bro. It's just I gotta really take my time and learn it, man, because it took me so long to learn how to do Premiere and how to learn Photoshop, and I just got to a comfortable spot with Premiere Pro and Photoshop. I have not, man. I don't even know where to start with After Effects. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro.
No thank you, I will stick with my Premiere Pro, which induces anger issues every time I accidentally move a panel and it just vanishes to the—
oh my god. Bro, I literally have to save and I have to close the program. Dude, I start to freak out, bro. I don't know why this happens.
Temporal realm, or just messes up my entire layout, just vanished.
The first time this ever happened to me, I just deleted the video, bro. I crashed out. I'm not gonna lie. I crashed out. I just deleted the video, bro. I said, what the fuck? Like, because I closed the program and I opened it back up and it was still gone. I literally crashed out, bro. I looked up a video on how to get the panel back and everything, man. So ridiculous.
Just the temporal realm, or just messes up my entire layout.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
Least you could say is SunnyV2's editing style is very captivating. It gets the attention of those little neurons bouncing around in your head, and most of the topics he covered were easily applicable and understandable by most people, even if they aren't that internet savvy or fully informed.
Yeah.
But SunnyV2 didn't just spawn out of nowhere and have instant success. He's actually been on YouTube even before he was named SunnyV2. He was actually previously named Might of Sun. This dude really has a boner for astrology. From his previous channel, you can find a recognizable voice commentating over some old school RuneScape gameplay, showing you some tips and tricks, which compared to his latest videos, for some reason he has a lot more emotion in his voice.
Hi guys, Might of Sun here, and this video is going to be a little bit different. We're actually going to be testing whether or not you get better XP rates when you're making the...
I'm not gonna lie, man. You know the tutorial is gonna be good whenever it's like a really bad microphone. Those dudes be... Because I'm telling you, every time I've ever gotten stuck in a game or I was trying to find an Easter egg, every time I've looked it up, finding one of those videos that got the guy that's clearly talking into the gaming headset mic, they always tell me exactly what I need to do, bro.
This was from 2015 to 2016, as he would eventually give up making RuneScape videos, apparently due to interest in other games. This is where we finally saw the name SunnyV2, where he supposedly live streamed and uploaded Fortnite videos.
That's what he looks like?
With his face cam on. Now I say supposedly because he would start unlisting and deleting these videos, because he wasn't going to be known for his Fortnite or RuneScape videos. He would instead be known for his documentary and commentary videos, something he would start uploading in March of 2020, with his first video being about Buggy 2988.
That's a crazy first documentary, man. That's a roller coaster of a ride, bro. I don't even want to talk about Boogie. That nigga faked cancer, bro. I don't think you can go any lower than that.
And after some success from that video, he would continue uploading similar videos, eventually hitting 100,000 subscribers in July of the same year. Once again,
what's that Beetlejuice video? The full story of Beetlejuice? Shout out Beetlejuice, bro.
Hitting 100,000 subscribers in July of the same year. Once again, in some of his earlier content, his voice was a lot less monotone. He gave his opinion a lot more often on the topics he was covering. He actually implemented his own face a lot into his content and threw jokes in there as well.
What? I might have to look at one of the old SunnyV2 videos.
He would later phase this out of his content, either to make it seem more professional, or for the focus of the video to be the editing and the topic itself. Believe me, if you look at one of his earlier videos compared to one of his latest, it's very much polarizing. He also didn't directly engage with his fanbase, or even collaborate with any other YouTubers. But these changes and characteristics worked in his favour. He eventually reached 1 million subscribers in 2022, and then 3 million by the end of the same year. His content was everywhere and was receiving a lot of attention, but this increase in attention did not come without its fair share of controversy. His most prominent being the Ava Chris Tyson video, where he talked about how they would be a big problem for Mr. Beast in the future.
But low-key, he wasn't wrong, though. Low-key, he wasn't wrong, though. Like, he might have made the video for the wrong reasons, but low-key, he wasn't wrong, though. Because I remember whenever the Ava Chris Tyson situation started to happen, niggas were saying SunnyV2 was vindicated.
And some believed he framed the...
The hell was
he
that?
talked about how they would be a big problem for Mr. Beast in the future, and some believed he framed the video in a way that them transitioning was a bad thing for Mr. Beast.
Yeah, see, that's bad.
Which everyone then promptly threw their fecal matter at SunnyV2, including Mr. Beast himself, and he was labelled transphobic due due to this situation and apparently misgendering somebody in a previous video. In response, Sunny basically did nothing. He kept the video up but just changed the title from "Why Chris Will Soon Be a Nightmare for Mr. Beast" to "How Will the Chris Tyson Situation Impact Mr. Beast?" and didn't even acknowledge all the hate he was getting. But
look, hey, as a guy who covers people who have fall-offs, Sunny obviously knows the best way to handle with controversy, and that's just to not even acknowledge it.
the former title would be somewhat correct, and I don't know if he had a crystal ball when he was making that title, because like a year later, there was in fact a controversy that
was everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Okay, I didn't watch the SunnyV2 video, but I knew that people were like canceling him for it and stuff, calling him transphobic, and then literally people were saying SunnyV2 got vindicated whenever this happened, bro. It was crazy.
That seriously affected Mr. Beast, primarily sourced from Ava Chris Tyson and their involvement with people like Shadman.
Yeah, see, the thing about Chris Tyson is that them being trans has nothing to do with it. They were weird as hell before any of that. They were weird as hell, bro. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. That was just a weird motherfucker.
And some other weird things they did.
Nothing gets my knob cranking like some lolly. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Of which, after this happened, everyone returned to that SunnyV2 video, basically saying he was correct, and people even made memes about it. SunnyV2 video, basically saying he was
see, he's my fucking friend.
correct, and people even made memes about it.
They called me a madman. And what I predicted came to pass.
Some of the top comments changed from people calling him transphobic and critiquing the video to people showing support for him. Another common criticism he also faces, and why some people also don't like his content, was down to when he was covering topics. Some saying he only looked at the surface layer of them, and most of the time only focusing on the negative parts while making it seem significantly worse than it actually was. Common examples used are, for example, his Ninja video, where he basically said he's a dead creator now when he's still a well-known name to this day, just not at his peak when Fortnite was popping off. But
yeah, but Ninja definitely started like tweaking out on Kaisenet though. Still not a dead creator, but you know, I you can understand what he was trying to say.
Once again, he is still doing well for himself, and people stated as such in the comments. Another example is his video on Paddy Pimblett, basically saying he had ruined his reputation and possibly his career, but
I don't even know who that is.
It was only somewhat of a lull in his career, and he's doing fine now. I still can't get that one video of him singing "Where's Your Head" out of my head.
Who is that? Paddy Pimblett? I don't know who that is.
Another video that I wouldn't even call a premature ejaculation. It was quite literally spawn camped even when it was still a thought in his head. And that was the Nico Carter Avocado video, saying he basically ruined his health and it was essentially downhill from there, of which 2 days later Mr. Avocado would post his infamous 2 steps ahead video showing
yeah, this was crazy.
his dramatic and honestly impressive weight loss, and within 2 days the SunnyV2 video aged like a milk kettle in summer heat. But to be fair, unfortunately Sunny can't tell the future. Yes, some of his videos have not aged well. He does make things more dramatic in his videos than they really are. Some of his videos he's made in the past occasionally do miss additional information, and some can be labelled as objectively wrong, like with the Skeppy video. I think he even responded to it and then deleted it. And some people
I don't even know who Skeppy is.
People didn't like his latest video, the Plants vs Zombies one, and he does some
even I had got some comments on my reaction to it saying that it wasn't accurate.
times focus on the negative aspects of these topics, but that's somewhat of a norm here on YouTube. You better have a fucking deviated eye, because I hope you're not looking at me when I said that. But either way,
what you mean? What are you talking about, Royalty? Half of your videos are talking about VTubers and fanboys.
people still really enjoyed his content, and still to this day he sees consistent viewership across all of his videos. They're compact, straight to the point, and visually pleasing. It's probably why a lot of people binge his videos. But recently there has been some concern from SunnyV2 fans. I know, peak unemployment, as the weekly uploads have stopped. As of right now, it's been 3 months since he uploaded.
Yeah, see that? I only peeped that because I just randomly thought about it like a week or two ago. I was like, dang, I haven't seen a SunnyV2 video in a minute.
And knowing my luck, by the time I upload this, he would have returned, so...
He's gonna spawn camp you, buddy.
Please stay away for like another few months, Sunny. But he kind of just disappeared. And in his absence, a lot of people have been theorizing why he left. And once again, it's only been a few months.
How can you even theorize why he left? Like, he doesn't really... Like, unless he has like a whole nother platform where he talks about his personal life, how can you even theorize why he left?
But because Sunny is characterized to be very to himself, and he doesn't use any form of social media for his channel, there was no announcement or update regarding this absence, which has led people to suggest...
What'd that say?
There was no announcement or update...
I hate all of you, and I'm not going to upload anymore so I can tend to my deep woken addiction.
Regarding this absence, which has led people to suggest the absolute worst. And some of these claims are something. And I thought some of these were very interesting, so I thought we'd talk about some of them today.
Oh, the parasocials have come out to play. Let's go.
But what do people think happened to SunnyV2?
Alright, let me get... He got into a custody battle with his baby mama.
The unremarkable downfall of some unknown YouTuber by speaking like a mentally challenged newsreader.
Yep.
His inflections do be pissing me off sometimes, because SunnyV2 do be pissing me off. Today.
People loved SunnyV2 so much and his content, they have grown concerned to the point where they are theorizing what happened to him. It's kind of similar with what happened to Corey Kenshin. He went on a hiatus for longer than a year, and people were concerned where he went, but it turns out he was just doing his own project.
Yeah.
But SunnyV2 has been gone for at most 3 months now, and all of his fans are crafting wild theories, and as
I gotta be one very loyal SunnyV2 fan.
who has been gone for at most 3 months now, and all of his fans are
the Scientology people didn't appreciate his video.
crafting wild theories, and as of making this, there are hundreds of videos basically saying he's given up or dead. But I think the most realistic theory is that he's just taking a break.
Yeah.
He uploaded videos with high quality editing every week for years. The process was probably so tedious it probably took him 2 days just to get the first 4 minutes of a video fully edited.
It takes editing is... If you are like a bit of a perfectionist, like if you really like want to get your video just right, bro, it takes a minute to edit, bro. Even these reaction videos, bro, it's gonna take me.
Praying to God that
like, it's gonna take me at least like, including making the thumbnail, it's still gonna take me around an hour just to get this video up, bro. So. You know what I'm saying? And reaction videos are like the easiest content to make. The little commentary videos I make, I gotta be locked in for at least 2-3 hours if I want to get one of them out.
his editing software doesn't fail and he loses all the progress for that day, then later develops PTSD, saving every 4 minutes because he doesn't want to repeat the equivalent of the Red Dead Redemption starting snow mission again.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's... Dude. Oh my God. I'm telling you, man. I literally every time I complete a minute of video, I hit Control S like out of habit now, bro. Every time, randomly, dude, because you just never know.
Yeah, been there, done that. But yeah, he's probably just taking a break. Some people do need to calm down. He uploaded every week for years, so it's only natural he would eventually face things like burnout. Especially when you've only been staring at video editing software and trying to come up with ideas every week, scraping the insides of your brain. And don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I can't imagine, because even if his videos are surface level in nature, he still has to like look into these topics in some degree, bro. And it's aggravating, man. It's definitely aggravating. Especially if you didn't really care about the topic. Like, oh my God, bro.
It is still easier than a 9 to 5. Acting like you love your job and love speaking to people is definitely worse than anything I just described.
Anybody who says that doing content creation or streaming is harder than a 9 to 5 has probably never worked a 9 to 5, bro.
But Sunny will probably be back soon, or maybe he's made his money and he's done. which is quite rare here on YouTube and in content creation in general. Like, you have people like Moist Critical, Kai Cenat, and XQC, and many more that have made their money and could retire any.
I still need to play Mario Kart, bro. I gotta get the Switch too, bro. I just those price tags are crazy.
Time, probably their whole bloodline for the next 5 centuries.
No way he just
but they
flexed
don't,
his watch.
either for the love of content creation or they have general anxiety around how much money they need to have. But if we were to take a philosophical angle, what do you do with your life when you've retired 30 to 40 years early? Like, that is supposed to be endgame shit. What do you do with yourself then? Yeah, you could travel all around the world and live carefree, but what is going to motivate you to get out of bed in the morning? Or just motivate you in general? I think sometimes things like a job or hobby give our life meaning more than we think it does.
Yeah, you gotta honestly, it's like, it comes down to you as a person, for real. And I'm not trying to sound corny, but you really just gotta find like multiple purposes in life. You can't just put all your eggs in the one basket, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go to work like 5 days out the week. You know, I don't make no money off of this content creation stuff. I do this because I like doing it, you know. That's it. And if I ever get to the point where I can like retire doing this, man, I'm gonna find something else that I want to do. I might even challenge myself to try to do something even bigger. Like, I don't see myself just doing this and then just that's it, man. Like, I know how I am, bro. I will find something to do. You know, I'll pick up gardening. You know, I'll do something. I can't just do nothing for a long period of time, bro.
Even if we hate to do it, it's still some objective. And without any goals or objective, life gets somewhat confusing.
Yeah.
And that's probably why some people that have already made enough money keep working and keep making content. Yeah, we got a bit too philosophical there for a completely brain-dead topic, but don't worry.
That's your fault, gang.
Gets me out of the bed in the morning is pissing off War Thunder players and spreading the gospel that is how bad VR chat is. But
I played VR chat a handful of times, bro, and every single time I had to quit whenever somebody like tried to whip out their virtual penis, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
maybe SunnyV2 made his money and is working on something else that gives him more purpose, and he won't upload ever again, or he's working on a project like Corey Kenshin, or, stay with me now, he's just taking a break. He probably hasn't been assassinated, probably hasn't been killed by Australia's smallest arachnid, and most probably right now is probably spamming old school RuneScape.
Yeah.
But probably one of the most interesting theories I saw crafted was the Church of Scientology had something to do with it.
That's not a theory, that's a possibility.
Since it was mentioned in one of his latest videos.
Yeah.
The Church of Scientology is a religion that believes that humans are immortal spiritual beings, or thetans trapped in physical bodies and experiencing a series of past lives.
The only thing I know about Scientology is what I watched on that South Park episode. I'm not even gonna lie to you, so I'm not gonna act like I know, because I'm just, you know.
I do not know a lot about it, but just from reading that, it sounds like multiple isekais. But the Church of Scientology, I'm pretty sure, has churches everywhere in most countries, and there's been weird stories of things like brainwashing to turn you to their religion, and they have great influence in the world, but I don't think any of that has been proven, but Tom Cruise is a part of it, if that helps. But some people joked that Scientology had something to do with SunnyV2's disappearance. If that is true, Umperville is next, and I have nothing to do with either of them. I think Scientology is cool. If anybody finds my body, it wasn't an accident. Just so
Yo, a little bird body? Yeah, no, bro.
you know.
Be well, and do try and avoid the tragic path of the sot that led me to my present infirmities and spiritual woes.
So in conclusion, we went over the past of SunnyV2. We looked at some of the common critiques of his content in the past. And I can predict he's just fine, probably taking a break and he'll be back soon, just calm down. If that isn't true and someone is about to flash a news article about him with the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme, just do it now. I probably deserve it. But in other news, I would just like you all to know, you're all losers, and I completed Spore quite recently. Yes, it was a hard journey with many trials and difficulties, but I did it. But yeah, that's all I had to say, and bye-bye.
I don't think I've ever played
If heaven was
I don't think I've ever played Spore. Royalty is here gives me what kind of energy does he give me? I feel like Royalty is here probably plays Minecraft. I don't know. Yeah, man. Yeah, SunnyV2, man. Yeah, he's probably okay. Like, let's be real. It would, although the Scientology route would be crazy, Like, I don't really, I mean, I don't really think that's it. Shout out royalties here though. Good content creator.